The drink, we're clicking to the environment. We're clicking to the environment. We're drinking to the environment. Yes.
1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ba-da-ba-da! And we're back to the drink. Let's go. We are going on it. So much information going on right now. Oh my god, I'm freaking losing my mind.
I know.
Hi, Allie.
I'm still here.
Oh my god. So, so we were just talking about the farm-raised fish versus wild-caught fish, and how there wasn't really a whole lot of nutritional value, difference in nutritional value, I should say. Caught myself.
Mm-hmm.
I know that look like, hey, watch your mouth there, sir. We're gonna brush up on the seafoodwatch.org app real quick, and I know someone on the other side can share their screen so you all can see. You guys have to check out this app. So you type it in. Thank you, Allie, for sharing your screen. You type it in, right? You go to, it should say this Monterey Bay Aquarium. Since we all like salmon, we're gonna touch up on salmon. Look at, and you type in salmon. So go ahead and click enter, Allie.
Yeah. So if you literally just hit salmon and hit enter, it'll go down and it'll just start giving you 141 different results for different types of salmon, which I think is just like a really clear like reason as to why anyone would want to use this. Like not just results, but like how are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know all of the information about should you be doing Atlantic salmon caught worldwide with wastewater treatment and all of this information? Is it agricultural steward certified? Etc. Like there's a lot of different options, all of this information. And then sure, let's click on this Atlantic salmon from Norway.
Norwegian.
So like if you're in the grocery store, you usually can see like what region your fish is from frequently, or you can ask
the country of origin, please.
Yeah. And so you can just look at either this website or they have an app in the App Store. It's good for Android, it's good for iOS. And I know that Teddy is gonna put a link in like the bottom for you.
I would be doing a disservice if I didn't.
Absolutely. And so with that, like you can see just some of like the different information about why this may or may not be. And like, do I personally want to look at all of that information when I'm at the grocery store? I personally don't. I want to know that it's there, and I want to know that I have the option. And I want it summarized in a nice little button that tells me buy this or don't buy this. And I want to move on because I'm at the grocery store and I just want to get in.
You want everything quick at a snap.
Yeah, exactly. And I want it at a glance. I want to know that someone else has already considered all of the things that I wish that I had the time to consider and has given me a summary.
Hell yeah. I like it.
And that's what this really, when it comes down to it, that's what it is. It's called seafoodwatch.org. There's again the app, there's this. I think it's majestic and beautiful, and it makes me happy because I don't have the time to do all of this research.
Oh, no. Very functional website, very functional piece of technology that we have come across. And thank you so much, Allie, for showing us this. And
definitely.
You guys could explore it on your own too.
Definitely. You know me, I'm all about that like shame-free food life. Like if I don't have the time to look it up but I still want to make sure I'm doing the best thing for like my family and myself and like my imaginary children, my puppies. So, but like I do, I want to make sure that like what I'm doing is going to be healthy and safe and not, riddled with mercury and parasites and
Well, yeah, everyone likes to be in the know, not the, is this good? Is it not good? Like, I have no idea. Wait
yeah,
a second, I have a solution. Bam.
exactly. Like I don't just want to know things too though. Like I want it to be easy. I want sustainability to be easy. I want it to not just be like an option. I want it to be the easiest option.
Oh,
And
hell
this is
yeah.
one of those things
Yes.
that I think makes it like not just like easy, but like almost idiot proof.
I mean, yeah, I
And like
like,
I don't have to do
yeah,
all the research and
hell
everything
yeah.
else.
I
And
definitely,
I
I
know
agree
it
100%
is.
with that.
Yeah, I think that food in general, like I think it should be idiot proof. I think that the best option should be the easiest option. And that's like my goal when I work with food. And that's my goal when I work with any type of outreach. It's always like I want to make sure that like sure there's organic and sure that there's all these different options and how on earth if I make a whole career out of this, how is the average person supposed to know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know until I talked to you about that. So I mean,
Exactly.
and I'm like, I'm a foodie, and I'm all about sustainability. Hence this whole podcast. So I mean, I no offense to other people, but I feel like if I didn't know about it or you didn't know about it until you got into this industry, like who else is gonna
Yeah,
know? We gotta
exactly.
put this
We gotta look out for each other.
exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Um,
it.
Yeah, and so like with that, sure, farm raised salmon is going to have a little bit higher in calories and it's going to be a little bit higher in saturated fats and a little bit lower in protein. And so maybe if you do really care about necessarily like your
Every
chicken,
little macro.
every little macro, definitely go and check it out. And like, yes, it is going to be 16 times higher in organic pollutants. However, 1 times 16 is 16. And so if the number that you're looking at, is like 10,000, 100,000, those problematic numbers are so much higher than what we're looking at in either option. It's so
Yeah.
scary when you hear it's 16 times higher. But when you look at the total information, it's a totally irrelevant number. It's the same as when you look at vitamin C. I'm sick. You're drinking a mimosa. Let's look at vitamin C. Uh, and so there are brands out there that sell you those like little packets of like vitamin C to mix into your drinks. And it's like 1,000 times what you're supposed to be drinking. And in your brain, you're like, well, if 100 is good, 1,000 is probably really good. But the problem is, at what point does really good start being kind of bad? But also, at what point does bad become good? All of these things are relevant. And so if you don't know
Now you
what
know.
the dosage is,
I
now
had
you know it's healthy, it's safe. We're not trying to trick you, we're not trying to kill you. But
no.
yeah, I also won't lie to you and tell you that there's no difference. It's just a statistically insignificant difference.
Mhm.
It's not going to make a massive difference
No, definitely
in
not.
the day-to-day life of the average Joe. Maybe if the only thing that you ate every single day was fish.
Maybe long term you might feel sicky, maybe.
No, I don't even think long
Maybe.
term. Like, I think you have to like consistently eat like 100 pounds of fish like every day, and then like you're gonna have a problem. But I feel like you're
Then,
gonna have
then you
a
might as well
lot of
just become a gym
problems
rat.
if you're eating 100 pounds of fish every day.
That's like eating
I
like
think
me.
that's like
That's like eating half of me. I'm like 190, 200 pounds. That's like eating half of me like every
yeah,
day.
there you go. Yeah.
Damn.
So, and if anyone's eating half of you, we're gonna have a lot of problems because cannibalism is bad. But
Well, let's not perform cannibalism.
yeah.
And yeah. So the other question I had for you, um, and we have roughly set under 10 minutes, under 7 minutes left. So we could, kind of brush up on it a little bit because
All
I
right.
don't we can't another link for this, even though this is, fun and everything, but I'm sure you have other things to do. Okay. So And I'm gonna just throw another topic on top of this, even though it's a broad topic, but we could cover it in another show if we want to. The
All right.
nutritional difference between farm-raised meat, organic meat, and vegetarian meat.
Yeah, I think that that's a really fun question. And so I want to start by just saying the difference between organic and conventional meat. You know me, you know I love a good study, you know I love a good meta-analysis. And so I have a meta-analysis here that's published on the British Journal of Nutrition. And it's 67 different studies on the difference between organic and conventional meat.
Wow.
Yeah, 67. And so across 67 different studies,
Put it to layman's
there is no consequential difference between conventional and non-conventional when it comes to traditional proteins. The nutrition difference shows that there's just no relevant difference. Are there minuscule difference? Yes, I'm not going to lie to you here. There are minuscule differences. There are different amino acid contents and different amounts of it. But the problem, or well, not really a problem, the opposite of the problem really, is that it's so small and it's so minuscule, and it's on a molecular level. It's not something that's going to impact a human with their growth and with everything that's going through.
Okay.
So nutritionally, there's nothing. However, if you want to get into the whole vegetarian meat side of things, yes, there is a difference. There's a lot of differences, and it totally depends on which meat you're eating and which fake meat you're eating and all of this information. And so like I love looking at this from like a protein standpoint. Usually it's like how I look at it in my personal life. And so chicken nuggies. I love me some chicken nuggies. Impossible Foods makes chicken nuggets that are absolutely delicious and higher in protein than the average chicken nugget. Higher in protein than most of the chicken nuggets that I can buy in the grocery store. And so what do? I buy a whole lot of Impossible chicken nuggets because they taste good. It tastes like McDonald's chicken nuggets. And so like if you like a little bit of like a shitty chicken nugget in your life like me, we're the same person. You should check them out. And also like some central regional high school locals got to work on that project, and I love
shit, really? Hell yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, so shout out to those central kids out here changing the world and working on cool projects.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We're rising to the occasion in New Jersey, in parts of New Jersey that are undisclosed.
Yeah, no, but it's cool. It's good. But then again, if you're looking at like some of the other brands, like they might have lower protein. The only thing that you're really going to notice nutritionally across the board for like all of the mock proteins is they're going to be lower in cholesterol, because cholesterol is something that you only find in animal products. You're also going to notice that they're frequently lower in like trans fats and occasionally lower in saturated fats, but it depends on the product. Okay. And so when you're looking at that, you have to kind of consider what's important to you and just kind of like figure that out. You know, what are you looking for when you're looking at these fake meats?
Yo, let's go.
Like also though, like what are you looking for when you want vegetarian food? I personally eat flexitarian, the dorkiest term anyone has ever come. Like I'm an
flexitarian. I never heard of that. That's actually kind of funny in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's like a whole genre of that they make you learn about in culinary school. Flexitarian. Oh,
that's cool. Well, I mean, yeah. Besides
the whole like people eat meat sometimes, and like we don't mind eating vegetarian food.
I don't. I like to switch it up every once in a while. Like eat, like say, this one. Well, between Bubba brand and another brand, I forget what it is. It's like another like vegetarian brand. It's actually really good. And it had like it's how do I say it? Like Latino inspired.
Cool.
It mixes like carrots, corn, like beans, all this kind of stuff, but it's formed into a patty, and it's actually really freaking good. And it also takes like it's like 2 minutes to freaking cook on the freaking stove. It's phenomenal.
Oh heck yeah, I'm all about
a girl like I have.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I'm all about that life. Like I'm all about just like anything that's easy and quick. Like frankly,
Convenience.
favorite things that I still eat, but was totally like one of my like poor college kid foods. It was definitely just ramen noodles, just like one of those bricks of ramen noodles. You boil it in the water, you strain out the water, you crack 2 eggs over it, then you add the seasoning packet, and you like do like a little soft scramble with it, and you top it with furikake seasoning. It's got like 25 grams of protein or something in it. It's vegetarian and it's good. And it's
drop soup here.
$1. And I'm all about like the things that have like good vegetarian protein and cost less than $1 because hey, like I don't think like no matter how much money I will ever make, like I'm still just gonna be in my head, like I'm still gonna be that broke college student. Like
egg
just get like better, and then in my head I'll be like buying groceries at the store, and I'm like, oh my God, it is $30 for filet mignon. I can't do this. We're going to get the ramen and the eggs. We're going to get the rice and beans. We're going to get that adobo going. And, you know, maybe some lime, maybe some cilantro if I'm feeling bougie. And also if my actual herb garden is growing, because that's like a key for me. But
I'm coming over for dinner later on.
That's fine. You got to come up. You've never seen my apartment. It's great.
Oh.
Yeah, come up, eat the puppies, eat the food.
Okay. Yes, you had me at puppies and you. No. But thank you. All right, so we're closing on the show. Cheers to you, Allie. Thank you for being on the show. Everyone, cheers. I will have all the links and all the information in the description below once this video is done. And until next time, have an awesome day. Do what you love and eat all good food.
Hello everyone. Thank you for watching The Drink Sustainability. Warning. As you watch the show, be sure to clink at your own risk. Drinks may not appear the way that they seem.